Hey, great Taco Tuesday evening. It has been an amazing day in the city of Brownsville. And I say it's been an amazing day because I spent most of it inside. Because I outside, the little bit that I did go outside, let me tell you, it was a hot day in the city of Brownsville. Hey, Kirina. And I know you got here right a couple minutes before, but thank you for coming on and being patient. Joe, my man, good evening. Good to see you, Baba. Friday noon, good job. I got getting lunch invites, which is good. It's always good to invite me to lunch. And you know why it's always good to invite me to lunch, Ryan?
Why?
Because el que invita, paga. And shout out to Benny Salazar. My Salazar family's here. Hey, Benny. I just give you a shout out, my man. Saludos, compa. Good evening, Belinda. And good Gloria. Hey, handsome, sexy beast. Is that that's me? Hola, Manny. You make me blush, Manny. I love you. Good evening, Leah. Hilda hermosa, ¿cómo estás? Al. I think you know Al, don't you, Ryan?
That's my uncle.
Buenas noches, Anadelia. ¿Cómo estás? Lee and Beth Rodriguez in the house. Love them. Un saludo para Pedro, que anda haciendo ejercicio. Pedro, stay out of the gyms, bro. I just want to come out in the comments. Marco. Love you, Marcos. I just want to come out in the comments. Love you. Carlos, ¿cómo estás? Angela, ¿cómo estás? Buenas noches. Hey, Georgina, buenas noches. Viking territory, the pace. Koalas. Maggie! Hey, Doreen! Thank you so much for the amazing cookies! Jennifer, how's it going? Hey, Jennifer, saludos. Compadre. Good evening from San Antonio. Hey, be careful out there in San Antonio. Did you see the pauses on San Antonio, Ryan?
Oh, man. Yeah, I got that information. I am blown away at how those numbers.
Was it like 1,300, 1,200 like that?
Yeah, 1,200.
El Frankie se fue a vender galletas. Hey, man, we need to get money as much as Perez. Yeah, he's out there trying to do the donation for the cookies things, guys. Good evening, Louis. Nice to see you. Saludos, mi hermosa Flor. ¿Cómo estás? Too beautiful. Hola, guapos. Princess Yoli. Love you. Erasmo, wake up. No, Frankie's out there trying to sell some cookies for us. Guys, I need you to come pick up cookies. I still have a big box left. Please come pick up cookies and break down with a donation. Laura, love you. Thank you for keeping us informed in regards to Hidalgo County. Hola, Belinda. Shout out to Madison. I don't think she heard us. Food evening. I lost a friend of mine. Oh, did I ask you to go? One in the hospital, and people still say it's a hoax. Oh, I'll tell you a couple of people that are saying a hoax, and I'm going to read some of their comments. I actually have some written comments from a couple of the individuals out there in the leadership positions that are coming saying it was a hoax. Guapos chulos. Alex, you're going to make me blush, bro. Buenas noches, Diana Hermosa. ¿Cómo estás? Guys, I'm getting hard. Good evening. Olguita. Xochitl Hermosa, ¿cómo estás? Buenas noches, mi amor. Te amo. Hey, Erasmo, where did you get your scooter and how much did you pay for it? I bought it at Amazon and I actually paid $400 for it. But you can actually get one, Vincent, in Sam's at Harlingen for $300. They're amazing. Love them. Linda Hermosa, ¿cómo estás? Hello! And let me tell you, Laramie is going on right now, and I hopefully after that's done, come on, great. I loved it, and again, big fan. Thank you, Michelle, for everything that y'all do for our fine arts students here in the area. And Frankie, where's he selling cookies, guys? I'm sorry, just tuning in. What were the topics for today? New numbers. Sylvia, Elvira Hermosa. Guys, we're gonna stop there because I'm not gonna. Ryan, hope you're well. Mr. Cheese, Luis, go there. With us tonight, we have Ryan Santana. Ryan, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well.
We've been missing you. We had you. We were supposed to have you on for a while, and then repente, boom!
Man, I tell you what, Frankie always seems to hit me up when I have plans or like right before I'm about to eat.
Well, it's good to have you back. Where is the cookie money for? Cookie money for is to fund a campaign. Again, I don't take money from vendors. I take money from you. Okay. You want the truth? I do not take money from vendors. I take money. I run my campaigns with the donations of friends and family. Because you know what? At the end of the day, after we win this race, the only people I owe is my community.
Yeah.
And that's the way it should be. You know, when vendors start throwing in thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars into a candidate's campaign, the candidate is going to be beholden to the vendor.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, I'm not hiding it. I'm not like sugarcoating it. I want your donations. So come pick up a damn cookie and come break down with some cash. Please. Right. I mean, honestly, isn't that what campaigning should be about? You know, the people's race, the people's candidate, you know, not going out to vendors, not going. What happens when people go out to vendors, Ryan?
Oh, yeah. You owe them and you are in their pocket immediately. Yeah. You already know how I kind of lean politically. So I always like those grassroots type of campaigns. And yours is definitely one of those.
Ajá, hubieras hecho unas galletas que dijeran Erasmo. That's actually a great idea, Flor. Why I did not think of that? Let me tell you. That is an amazing. I might actually do the next batch Erasmo. You remember when they did that to me, Ryan?
No, I don't remember that one.
They in the Herald, they hated me so much that they would call me
Erasmo.
And then they call me Erasmo Cantu and stuff. They would do it on purpose, man.
Híjole, no.
Frankie is out trying to get cookie money. Hey, Robert, where's the Carlos? He needs to come back on the show. He'll be on. He's on regularly, but again, Carlos, you know, he says he works. I don't believe him. Hey, geez, Royal is here. Love you, Royal. Does it come with coffee? You can come and drink a cup of coffee in my office anytime. I have 2 boxes of coffee ready for you. Just bring your own mug and bring your cash so you can give me a donation for the damn cookie. Good evening, Kat. Good evening to all. Love y'all. Hola, hermosa Joanna. Very pretty girl. GVGC, Erasmo. Oye, Erasmo, a mí me hicieron que todo el mundo va a playas, gimnasio, restaurantes, pero si van a cerrar, que cierren todo. ALV. I don't know what that means. O sea, van a cerrar todas las accesos a las playas, pero atrás de los hoteles. Yeah, it's true. And that's one of the things we're going to talk about. You know, they did. I don't know if you saw this, Ryan. I'm sure you did. The county went out there and closed the beaches, but the city of South Padre Island said, our beaches are open. What's your take on it?
So we tend to spend a lot of time at the island whenever we can, right, over the summer. We go out to Access 6. I take the truck, set up a canopy, and we spend the day there. If you go out to Access 5, Access 6, you're going to see that people are spread out. And when you compare that to somewhere like Clayton's and like Louis, that's packed. You know, we've already seen pictures where these umbrellas are, you know, less than 3 feet apart. And people are on top of each other, and then people are walking the pier and all that, and all that new building. It's nice, but no one's respecting social distancing, you know. And they're out on the beach, so they can be like, "Oh, I don't have to wear a mask." And it's the most backwards thing. And I think my wife was telling me that the city of South Padre voted 5-1 to keep their beaches open. And I get that, right? Their only their only source of income is tourism, right? There is. That's all there is. So it hurts them if people don't go. But to close things like the beaches, the county beaches, it doesn't make any sense to me. It seems like the most backwards thing, right? When you have all that coastline, you can spread out and you have your room. But it looks bad on South Padre. You know, some people are telling me, oh, it looks like just money grubbing. You know, that's what they do there, right? But the fact that no one is respecting that social distancing is really worrisome. In fact, I had a family member whose friends came down from Dallas a few weeks ago, and guess what they have now? They all have COVID, right? So after getting back up from their vacation from South Padre, they end up having COVID-19.
Well, and I agree. And actually, someone was asking me the same question. I said, look, guys, it's a damned if you do and a damned if you don't. I mean, I want the beaches to open. I like the empty, you know, I mean, I even posted a picture today, which, you know, was one of those memories from last year when I just went to go walk on the beach, you know, full jeans, descalzo, but I was walking the beach. You know, I like walking on the beach, you know, and, you know, and I was out there by myself. I was alone, and I maintained my social distance. And I would hope that was the case. The problem is people don't listen. People don't pay attention. People don't adhere to recommendations from the CDC or from anybody else. So it's kind of hard. Now, really, I think that the county should have thought it through a little bit better. Because if they're going to close out the county beaches, without having the support of South Padre Island, then it was kind of a mute point. Then, then you're making them look horrible while making in respects to other people going like, what the hell are y'all doing, county? Because what it shows is a lack of communication between our county leaders and our city leadership. There has to look, guys, if there's not communication, that was one of my first complaints, Ryan, against the school board and the superintendent against the mayor of the city of Brownsville. There's no communication whatsoever. There's nothing. And instead of being united, a united front in regards to what we're facing, they were butting heads. And the district was calling the mayor out and calling the city commission out. So there's this sense of disunity, there's no unity whatsoever. So the county should have sat the city of South Padre Island down and said, guys, hey, let's get some feedback. Let's work on it. What can we do? We need to close the beaches, and then gotten the support of the city. But if you don't have the support of the people, I'm sorry, I'm not buying it, because at the end of the day, it's still the government of the people. So if the people didn't want it, then how better is Judge Eddie Trevino? How much better is he than Greg Abbott?
Yeah.
Again, that's my take on the beach thing. Again, and I'm not saying I'm for going to the beach. No, guys, we've seen the long lines. People don't listen. People are tercos. People are stupid. And again, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't. But again, there is no communication whatsoever in regards. Yesterday on the call, I did speak to a lot of the individuals out there, and they were basically saying the same thing. A lot of individuals were saying constantly the same thing, but it's kind of a crappy deal. Now, if Eddie Trevino got played by the city of South Padre Island, when he needs to put out a statement. But then again, Ryan, if he does that, then it seems like they're at each other's throat. They're kicking sand. And I use sand because it's the beach. They're kicking sand in his face. But yeah, I did talk to Greggy this Saturday. I haven't talked to him today. But me and Greggy have a conversation every Saturday. He loves me, and I love him. I still disagree with him a lot, but he still loves me. Hey, Paul, how's it going? Hola, ¿cómo estamos? Hiding. Yeah, he is hiding. Miss Frankie, where is he? He's trying to sell me some cookies. Alfredo, go buy him some cookies so that he can come back, bro. He's not coming back until he sells 100 cookies. That's the deal. Just out of respect for Ryan, he's wearing a Ford shirt, right? What the hell? Ford.
Man.
That's why you have to be very careful when you're out there promoting things, Ryan.
I know, right?
Rookie mistake. Good evening, Rosie. Hermosa, ¿cómo estás? Hey, Ryan. Linda's saying hi. The medicine from Mexico doctor I recommended, Tentapelon. I know what you're doing, Rolando. Good evening, gentlemen. Where are you selling cookies? 1240 East Madison. Stop by anytime. Actually, I'll be here hopefully till 10:15 at the most. But I'll be here till 10:15 at the studio. Stop by today or tomorrow, anytime. They're cookies for donations. Lo más claro es más decente. Yeah, man. With me, you know what you get. Raffle the boots of the chavorruco. You know what chavorrucos are, Ryan?
Oh yeah. I have a few friends who are getting up there in age, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Chavorrucos. Where's Frankie? Frankie's trying to sell some cookies. Guys, go buy the cookies so he can come back. But these are the ones God pushes to the worst. Yeah, I agree. There shouldn't be any crooked Christians. You're right, Robin. That's horrible. Lo más claro, lo más decente. Onta, bebé. Ay, God, ya les dije. Good evening, Kathy Hermosa. Good evening, guys. Frankie, I already said it. Good evening, guys. No hay t-shirts. I'm going to get t-shirts in like 2 weeks. Sorry, guys. No, está con toda actitud. Love you, GVGCG. What time do they open tomorrow for early voting? 7 o'clock. No! 7 o'clock? I haven't checked. I think it's 7 or 8 or 9. I'll post it later on tonight. Plans on going to the beach soon, guys? I am not. I don't know, Ryan. Where's voting starts at 9 o'clock. Where's Frankie? Tell him that we were entertained. I saw this post. Pregunta, ¿es delito cuando una persona apoya con dinero a un candidato y a cambio de obtener algo? Yes, 100%. Is a big no. No, bueno. Buenas noches, amigos. Paco, ¿cómo estás? And where can we buy the cookies? 1240 East Madison, and it's for a donation. You just pick up a cookie or a couple cookies, depending on your donation, and break down with the cash. 1240 East Madison. Send me a message in the morning. I'll let you know where to come. Or I could deliver if you're going to be being nice with the donation part. What's up, Frankie? Cookies. And Ramo, I heard the island is going to be open 4th of July. It is. We already talked about it. They should just close all the beach has access. Again, that's up to the leadership to decide what they're going to do. ¿Qué dice el cerebro de caracol? La Sylvia. We're going to talk about Sylvia, I promise you.
Man.
Robin, I know what you're trying to say. Yes, Rodriguez. Hey, don't have money for cookies, but you have our family vote. Then come pick up some cookies, bro. You know, if you don't have money for a donation, don't worry. Just pick up the cookies. We're good, man. You know. Pero los que tienen lana, break them with the damn cash. Good evening, Aurora. I'm confused. Did they close the beach access, not the island, or did they close everything? County closes the beach that they own, and the city said, no way, Jose. Blaming bars is the worst thing. You have big business open. Orlando, we're not only blaming the bars. What we're blaming is the people. I mean, look I understand that bars need to make some cash. I mean, small business. I'm all for small business, Orlando. I'm not blaming the bars. I mean, it's the bar's fault. I mean, it's not the bar's fault. What I'm saying is that's where everyone congregated. It's like blaming the beach. It's the beach's fault because everyone's out there getting corona at the beach. No, it's still the people's fault. Is it the plastic bag fault that they're all over the city? No, it's la gente marrana. It's the face coverings and the gloves fault? No, it's the people. It's all about the people, bro. Y el bingo está packed. It's true. Erasmo Tuesday, our live says it's Wednesday. Sorry, guys. It's not the only time I've done that. Did they close adult daycares? No. Love you. I love you more, Noel. I do. Did we just have 3 SBI positives? Isn't that the first time SBI shows? Do you have the list, Ryan?
Not pulled up right now. Just give me a quick second.
Guys, in Cameron County, we have 103 cases total. We are up to 2,399. And if you could check the ones at the bottom, that'd be cool. I got it up right now. Brownsville has 65. Is it 65?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
65 in the city of Brownsville. What is most shocking to me and out there is the individual, the little baby. You see that, Ryan?
11 days.
11-day-old baby.
I don't mean to parent shame, but what is an 11-day baby doing out? You know, I mean, that's rough.
Well, I think a lot of people are going back and forth with their little children. We've constantly been out there and saying, guys, keep the kids at home. I mean, it was one of the first directives we were doing shelter in place. Keep the kids at home. Keep the kids at home. But no, people have this mentality. Nothing's wrong. And South Padre Island, yesterday there was 7 at South Padre Island. We don't know how many people have actually been tested at South Padre Island, but as of yesterday, South Padre Island had 7. So, I mean, that's growing considering that a lot of people go back and forth, back and forth. But the 11th month old is very, very unfortunate, guys. I mean, you know, if you try to go back 14 days in regards to the 11-day-old, you can't. So, I mean, did the child contracted right at birth? You know, did it contracted a couple of days after birth? I mean, goodness gracious, there's just so many questions out there. I mean, how could, you know, I mean, I imagine the parent, is the parent also included in the list? I'm going to guess yes. I mean, did the parent pass it on to the child? I mean, there's just a lot of questions. Maybe when we have Dr. Zamir here, Dr. Zamir can help us out in regards to the questions. I just do not know. Good luck finding a place to park at the beach. It's going to be madness. I mean, have you thought about that, Ryan? About the big old
No, I like we actually had plans to go out on Thursday, right? With another set of friends, and we specifically chose Thursday to avoid July 4th, right? That was our big thing. We're like, oh, it's going to be crazy packed. People are going to go see the fireworks. But now without, you know, the county beaches being open, we never planned to go to a restaurant. We haven't gone to a restaurant like in forever, it seems like, but, that's not something we were ever interested in because we were worried about it being packed. Like, once again, you see all these live streams and photos from restaurants and bars, and they're just loving life, man. And they think, oh, we're outside, so we don't need a mask, you know, but we're going to be all really close. And no, I'm worried about what's going to happen. You know, we had Memorial Day. It seems as though we kind of dodged a bullet. But I think people are just antsy. They're bored. You know, they want this to be over. You know, they think if they're going to go back to a regular life, and we just can't. We can't at all. And I think I'm worried to say there might be some more positives in South Padre, just from people, or maybe not South Padre, not everybody who is a waiter or waitress or a cook out there can live out there, right? But we have people in the community who drive out there, just like you said. They go back and forth, and they may not even know they're sick. I just talked to two friends today that had recovered, and they talked about like, yeah, I had no clue until I was sick, until I felt bad, right? Meanwhile, they're out there, possibly spreading it, having not known.
It is very sad. And Al, in regards to the cookies are for donation. A ver las botitas. These are my Dolce Gabbana botitas. I love them. I don't have the other ones. The other ones that I have at home. I have these because I used them today for a photo shoot. Actually, I did a photo shoot today as well.
Ooh.
I love the Dolce. Let me tell you, because I'm handsome. Can they find if we break the county curfew? I don't think they can fine you. It's just kind of a crazy. I don't know what the fine is going to be. I think I heard maybe like $500. But again, it's just going to be a crazy day. I mean, you're going to get these individuals going to go like, sue me. Well, I'm taking your card. And it's crazy. Just stay home. Goodness gracious. Tell Ryan to cook for you. Well, Ryan, Frankie's trying to sell these cookies. Virucos, los chavorrucos. 103 positive cases from Cameron County, 67, 103 from Browns, 67. Goodness, that's one when I counted, but I can't count. I'm not good with math. 11, 103 from Harlingen. Wow, we are taking the number one spot, and we took it away from Harlingen in a very, very bad way. 65 to 30 under 40, 65 out of 130 under 40 years old. 68, 130 community-based cases, guys. This is not good at all. And we had the mayor on this morning, right? I don't know if you saw that one, but
I did.
The mayor, he's you could tell by the tone of his voice, like we have some rough days ahead of us.
Oh yeah, and you can hear the frustration. He's tired, and trying to manage the public, and make sure we're all safe, right? He's part of the city. This is his city, just like it is ours. And he's doing everything he can. And I don't know if you noticed, but I know you teased him about putting out another PSA. Another one dropped today.
Yeah. The fact of the matter is most people will not adhere to the recommendations that are given to them. So I can understand the county's move to close. What's going to happen is that the beaches are open, are going to be packed to the gills. Everyone's going to rush and try to find a spot. It will be a mess. I agree with Horacio 100%. It's going to be a mess. I knew we need to get some work, and I'm sorry, guys. But again, I gotta get cash for these damn cookies. If I don't get cash for these damn cookies, I can't buy Merck in order to provide some Merck. So come pick up these damn cookies. They're not going to sell themselves. And it's for a donation. They're not for sale, really. I'm just saying that to make it sound cool. Ford is D-Bags and Nacos GM, no part of the way. I understood half of that. A las personas que queremos sonar, no esperemos nada de Erasmo. Lo hacemos porque nos nace y eso no es delito. Amen. Thank you. Donar, los que quieren donar. Gracias, mi amor, te amo. Hilda has always been a supporter of mine. Love you, love you, love you. Good evening, Erasmo, Lucy, mi amor, ¿cómo estás? Good evening, Maggie. Thank you for calling us gentlemen, hermosa. I love your pretty lips. Don Lupe, how much are the cookies? Are the cookies, they chocolate? No, they're these beautiful cookies with these little fondant thing. They're delicious. Delicious. Thank you, Doreen, again. And they're for donations. So come down, break down with some cash, Lucy, please. Blame China. No! Is Clayton still going to open? Yes. Lee Chuck Rodriguez, guys. Aquí onda Erasmo. Emmanuel, ¿cómo estás? God bless you, man. Hey, don't have cash for cookies, but I'll be at work all day tomorrow at Chick-fil-A on Morrison. Drop me some. What time, Claudia? Send me an inbox. Let me know what time. I'll drop some over. I will. Las personas que queremos donar. Perfecto, es cierto. Erasmo, ¿cuándo empezamos tu candidatura en la política? Ayer. Yesterday. La verdad es que nunca he dejado de stop campaigning. I've always been campaigning. I've been campaigning for the past 5-6 years. Bars, after the other day we opened, did not follow any guidelines. It's their fault too. Yeah, but again, I'm not going to blame the bar situation. I'm going to blame the individuals. They should have taken better precautions. They should have cleaned. They should have maintained the 25%. But, it's people's fault. Blame Putin. Putin! Bars should go get ready mix when they become drinks with appetizer specials. I don't drink anymore, but thank you for the invite. Can you also report recoveries versus death? Yeah, well, Yeah, and again, that's one of the other things. Once, and I'll get one, and I'll say this because, we had this conversation with the mayor, we've had the conversation with the doctors, and we've asked the same question, Juan. We really have. What does recovered mean? And you know that every single one of them. And talking about doctors, not these internet or social media doctors, because all of a sudden, all these people up here, all of a sudden, they have the doctorate degree. I mean, the only one that's buying a doctorate degree from Mexico is me. But all these other people out here giving medical advice, they're not doctors, guys. Do not take their and we've asked it, and they've said, "Oh, recovered." The doctors have said, "We just really don't know what that means."
Yeah, I have my son's godfather. He's a speech language pathologist, and he was talking about all the stuff that's going to happen if you are intubated, or you do have the respirator put in you. The amount of work that's going to have to go into rehab and learning how to speak and learning how to swallow again. That scared us like so much. Just on top of being sick, right? So just talk to people in the community who know, right? Not all of these doctors putting on all these videos.
Oh, what happened to the swimmers from yesterday? Actually, I didn't get an update from him. I didn't see anything in the news. I didn't see. Did you hear anything, Ryan, about the individuals that floated away?
No, I didn't at all.
Honestly, I didn't know. Baby probably got infected at the hospital. It's very unfortunate, guys. And I had someone say, "Well, I'm going to go to the hospital for surgery." And I said, "Please don't go for elective surgery." Even in Bexar County, I think Abbott has already shut them down for elective surgery. I think it was Bexar County. But again, guys, if you don't have to go to the hospital, do not go. I had a friend who had needed surgery in Valley Baptist in Harlingen. And again, guys, yes, he had to go back to the beach over there, and he had to go to the hospital, and she had to have the surgery. We couldn't go out there and visit. And, the best thing for everyone is not to go out there and visit. So if your loved ones needs to have any type of surgery, let them go by themselves. I do have money, my brother. I'll buy cookies. My family, love you, man. And you know me. You know that if you don't have money, like someone's mentioned, I drop some off to and I love my guys at Cheddar's. I love my Cheddar's crews, and I drop some off. And they're waiters, wait staff, and they're struggling too, guys. So no, man, if you want the cookies, I'll take them over to you. I want the people that have money to break down with the cash. So, I love y'all. 64 or 67. Any symptoms? Again, 11-month-old. I don't think they had any symptoms. I don't know. 64 in Brownsville. 64. Thank you. Doreen, you're fired. Doreen, you're fired. What's up, cuz? I don't know yours, mine. Oh, 75 Brownsville. You're rehired, Doreen. No, 65. Sorry, stop giving me wrong numbers. Places should start delivering again, make it easier for people to stay at home. Actually, I ordered today and yesterday from Komori, because I love their San Francisco roll. And a shout out to my people in Komori. They said, "Sir," I called them back today, and they said, "Sir, did you like the sushi?" And I said, "Yes, I love this." She goes, "Yeah, we were watching you eat it." So they knew who I was. We were watching you eat it on yesterday's show. So, are you going to do a show today, sir? I said, "Yes, but I should finish the Komori before the show." Love you, my Komori people. Buenas noches, Cindy. Te amo. Erasmo, I donated to your GoFundMe. Love you guys. Yes, I did put a GoFundMe page out there. Thank you, my mother. Love you. Appreciate you. Let me know when you get the Erasmo cookies. I'm actually going to order them. I'm going to make the Erasmo cookies. Oh, my God. Crazy Boo's going to give me some. They're amazing. Can we talk about something positive? Se va a enfermar la raza entrar de preocupación. Well, my cookies are positive. Erasmo, you have to be at your house by 11. Remember? Yes. That's why I said an hour to an hour and 15 minutes, and we go home. Photoshop and put those boots. I did do a photo shoot in the boots. That's why I bought it was a photo video shoot this morning, and I did them in the boots. Saludos de parte de Micho. Not Micho Rizzo. I thought the beach actually were going to be closed at the beach. No. Again, ídalo con la Dolce Gabbana boot. It was the gift from Greggy. Hey, man, Greggy loves Erasmo. Buenas noches, Ernesto and Diga. Why are the driving schools still open? You have like 3 kids in an enclosed vehicle. Oof. That's actually a very, very good question. I've actually seen that happen in McAllen, Texas, in the house. Love you, man, McAllen, Texas. Oh, I love me some food. Soul House. I love the bibimbap, the Soul House, the Korean food, amazing. Cuánto donation, Ryan. Honestly, if these people have listened since March about taking precautions, they don't listen until the virus come again. No entienden. I bet you they don't. Cookies! Primo! Pick up some cookies. Hello and good evening, Marco. I love you. Good evening, Wendy Hermosa. ¿Cómo estás? Good evening, Mayor Mendez, Trey Mendez. Good evening, Mayor. God bless. Manny, my bad, and Nancy, ¿cómo estás? Y mi galleta. Hey, Nancy, come pick up a cookie. Guys, I'm going to stop here so we can get on to the subject. Also, Hidalgo County, 440 positives. 440. Yes, I will have cookies tomorrow. I still have one more big old box of cat. Please come by, pick up your cookie tomorrow. Love you. 440 positives. Saca las bolsitas. And 11 deaths, Ryan.
Jesus.
In the 11 deaths, a 20-year-old. What does that tell?
Young. It's not what everybody thought, right? It's not exclusive just to the elderly. That initially everybody was kind of like, well, if you're old and you're immunocompromised and everything, you're definitely gonna probably not make it, right? And now with the reopenings and people being younger people going out again and congregating, maybe having a little liquid courage to take off a mask to talk to somebody, we're starting to see it. We are, and no one's safe. I think now we know no one is safe, right? Everybody can be a victim of COVID-19.
And something that Jose Luis mentioned is very, very true. There are false positives. And again, guys, look, guys, and it's not the UTRGV's fault. It's not anybody's fault. I'm going to think that what's happening, guys, is that it's still a novel virus. We still don't know a lot of things about it. We're learning as we go. Earlier today, the governor ordered no elective surgeries in Hidalgo County. Oh, I did not know this. Whoa. Earlier today, the governor, Greggy, he didn't call me to tell me. I'm shocked because Greg Abbott usually gives me a call when he changes his mind about something. Which these days is about every other day. But he didn't tell me that he was going to do this when he called me on Saturday. But okay, Cameron County. And thank you, Mayor. Mayor's amazing. No elective surgeries for Hidalgo and Cameron County. Creek without a paddle, forgot the last part. Amen. According to the Texas Department of Health, Human Services recovered means just that. People are recovered and no longer infectious. You can call them and ask. Sorry, Fab, I don't agree. I don't agree because again, the doctors, specialists, scientists, I mean, they don't know. So I'm not going to say people recovered. It's a false sense of security. And I hate people that foment false senses of security. Just be cautious. Be careful. Social distancing, wear face masks, and, wash your hands every single chance that you get, or use a lot of this stuff. And no, that's not lubricant. That is actually a hand sanitizer. It might be lubricant, but I don't know. The county needs to close all offices of the public and strictly operate by using mail-ins, online, and drive. Actually, I hear that the county is closing up a lot of shops, a lot of different offices in the county. The county has a problem. The way I look at it, the county has a big problem. There's a lot of individuals out there at the county that are testing positive throughout different departments. It's madness. It's madness. So in regards to voting, again, I've been assured by the elections department here in the city of Cameron County that they are, being cautious. They are disinfecting. They are wearing masks. They are wearing gloves. So please, it is safe to vote. Go vote, folks, please. What about the big churches? That is a very, very big issue. Again, big churches need to be very careful. They should not congregate more than a certain amount of capacity. I would say 25. There's no mandate for churches. There's no mandates for churches. But again, churches should do the right thing. If they have thousands in attendance, if they got hundreds in attendance, they should separate their church services. A lot of churches do it. And, they should still offer online services as much as possible. Now, a lot of people say, well, Erasmo, you're being a hypocrite because you preach at church every Sunday. I mean, we got 40. Last Sunday, I think we had 35 people at church. In a building that seats a good 500-600 people, we're doing pretty good. And actually, our capacity at our church building is probably closer to 800. And we have 35 people in there. But it's okay. I like small churches. Saca la bolsita. No. Hello, Mayra Hermosa. ¿Cómo estás? Hola, gentlemen. Thank you for calling us, gentlemen. We ordered
They're
Luby's.
so nice.
No, supo a la gloria. I love Luby's. Thank you, Erasmo. How can I get in touch with the person who did the cookies? We would like to sell to help my daughter with lupus. She has to go to Driscoll and to Corpus soon. I'll have Doreen send you a message, Claudia, or send me an inbox and I'll go. I noticed, Chief, I had to get back. Stay safe out there. Oh, thank you. That was for Carlos Elizondo. 11-day-olds, crazy. Can you make some nambechet up cookies? That'd be good. Unas puras butas, huevos rancheros. I love it. Santa Ana in the house. Woo! Santa Ana. I love my Santa Anas. Santa Anas have been very good to Erasmo. Buenas noches, Lily. Hello, Ryan. Santana, Erasmo 2020. Good information night. It's going to be getting better right about now. Saludos desde Argentina. Amo mi Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina. I bet you I didn't know I could sing. Los Fresnos in the house. I don't have a song for Los Fresnos. Los Fresnos. Fresnos fresas. Los Fresnos fresas. Today's Tuesday. I know, my bad. I tell Greggy to talk to TA to make better decisions in school. Let me tell you,
man.
Did you hear about that, Ryan? They had a meeting today with I think a town hall with Ruben Cortez from the School Board of Education and Mike Morath. And Mike Morath almost lost it. I mean, apparently the guy was incoherent. The guy was like tripping out on the damn questions. Mike Morath, I think, is still with the idea that people need to go back to school.
I have a question though. How did they host that meeting?
I think they did on a Zoom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what they did was they decided to stay safe by meeting through Zoom. They decided that it would be good if we all met in a school, right? That's a great idea. That's a real good idea.
Yeah, we're talking. Yeah, and taking into consideration the TEA has not been back at their offices since they've been away from their office since January.
No, it is undeniably probably the most egregious thing that they've decided, right? You're effectively putting teachers, students, and all of the families, right? You know, what is it? Whatever it is, 6 degrees of separation, everybody in danger. And I know my school is going to do something like, I think something like 12 kids in a room, but even then, whenever we end up getting in back into the school year, teachers will tell you people start getting sick. We all start getting sniffles, or we lose our voices, we get sore throats. Just coming back to school is a complete shock to the system. I was talking to Michael Rodriguez today about that. And as soon as we're back, people get sick. And you think now with something like COVID-19, you think they would understand that. Anybody who's been in education knows that August, September, you're feeling ill. So this is probably the worst decision that Texas is making. I know everybody's kind of piling on Abbott for reopening, but my biggest concern is the schools. That's my arena. That's where I work. So when we start packing our kids back in, there's only so much we can do, right? There's only so much we can do. And I know schools are giving parents the option, hey, do you want to stay at home and distance learn? But we're still going to have kids at school. And the younger ones are gonna be at school. The older ones, the high school kids like I have, they're probably gonna stay home, right? Because they're old enough to manage themselves and take care of themselves. So I imagine elementaries and maybe even some middle schools are gonna have kids there. But I am worried, to say the least.
Well, you have it right, and everyone, your best football player just showed up.
Oh yeah, Kevin Sanchez.
Let me tell you, last Southmost. Let me tell you, Ryan. I mean, it's stupidity at its finest. I mean, it seems like, we talk about The Rock and about history and about all this stuff, and, and we may have different opinions on it, but that's okay. But, we say, all people say, oh, well, that's there because we have to learn from history. It's not too distant history, and we know what happens when stupid idiots send teachers back onto campus. Did the district not learn its lesson? Did the district not learn its lesson in sending back athletes and band members onto campus? Did they not learn the lesson? Apparently not, because they're
put in danger, literally put in danger.
They're literally putting your children's life in danger, your family's life in danger, and they don't care. They don't care. Literally don't care. I mean, Ryan, this didn't happen 72 years ago, like the stupid rock, it didn't happen. Last time we had, Obama as president, this happened last month. This happened 2 weeks ago. We've got our kids coming out positive after attending athletic performance maintenance or something they do by picking up the little bells or something.
They're out there working out, and they're outside. Yeah.
And they're outside. Our band students, our teachers, our assistant principals, food and nutrition services folk, guys. And it's not just BISD, it's any school. I don't care if it's IDEA, Triumph, Harmony, anyone that sends their teachers back, anyone that sends their students back are stupid. 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 Keep them at home. Thank you. I hope you can get some rest. Me? Mayor Mendez. Yeah, me too. I love Mayor Mendez. But Ryan, it's just why is it so hard to comprehend? I mean, am I really that crazy, man? Why is it
so
sense?
So the thing is that, like, you can look at both sides and understand that, look, kids they learn best when they're in front of a teacher, right? That's the best, that's their best bet in learning, right? But the caveat is of that is that if they get sick, they're going to be out. And sadly, it puts them in danger at possibly losing their lives, or a family member getting sick and losing their life, right? So I get it. We don't want those educational gaps to take place, but are we it's hard to say, like, I'm okay with that gap taking place, because I do teach, and I don't want to see kids fall behind. Like, these kids, the seniors who graduated are the luckiest kids. They were done, right? But now we have to think of all the kids moving up, kids transitioning from elementary to middle school and middle school to high school. And we have a lot of people who are going to miss out on education, or people are going to lose out. Now, the thing is that if they're all in school, though, and they're getting sick, they're going to miss out anyway.
Yeah.
Why not just wait till January?
Exactamente. It's very simple. Wait till January, and let's do distant. Let's provide material. Let's provide the books. Let's, computers. Ideas already given out, computers and laptops and things. I mean, let's just throw all that stuff out there. Let's wait. Let's keep everyone at home. Everyone, no one on campus. Keep everyone at home and just wait till January. And then let's plan in January, start to bring people back. Correct me if I'm wrong, but does the city get some type of funds for each COVID case? I don't think it's for every COVID case. I think it's just to fight COVID. I think it's based on the population. I think because what happened is, I think Hidalgo received like $183 per person in the county, not necessarily the COVID-19s, but for everyone in the county. That's one of the things that I think Eddie Trevino mentioned, that they only received $83 for everyone in the county because they fall under a smaller county. But we had more numbers than Hidalgo, something like that.
There's no COVID profit happening.
There's no profit. No, guys. And Juan, and I love Juan. Juan is a very good friend of mine. But with that said, Juan, have conversations with some nurses that are actually working out there at the hospital, and they're going to tell you some stories. Let me tell you, I've been speaking to a lot of individuals that work at the hospitals directly with our patients. I've had conversations with professionals that work at our nursing homes. And let me tell you, I mean, I sort of sense that they want to cry when they're talking to me in regards to how dim, how horrible it looks in there. Yeah. And I don't think any organization, and I don't think any one of our Brownsville first responders that are working the hospitals and are working out there in the nursing homes, I don't think any of them out there, would be doing it other for the love of their profession and the love of their community. And they're scared. They are scared, and they are concerned. So I don't think it's about the money, man. I really don't think it's about the money. And look, Juan, and Brownsville, the city of Brownsville knows Erasmo Castro. If I thought for a second that they were trying to pocket our money like PUB is,
or other people,
I would be shouting it, bro. Shouting it. I don't think it's about the money, guys. I honestly don't think it's about the money. But again, Juan, I understand where you're coming from. Can we sell on the side of the streets outside city limits? That would be a county thing. The city of Brownsville, you cannot. The city of Brownsville, you cannot. But look, guys, get on social media, folks. Why do you want to actually have a garage sale outside? Do the marketplace on Facebook. Have a online garage sale. Actually, I might need to make up that little page and app. Brownsville garage sales or something, unless it already exists. Then they beat my idea to me. My daughter's father works for the government and just came back from overseas. He was telling me that the U.S. is not taking this as serious as other countries. I believe this. The foreign country were treating the ex coworkers like the U.S. was third world country. They have stricter policies made. Yeah, I believe this, Ryan. Even Matamoros. I don't know if you saw the report today, but Matamoros, they're shutting everything down. They're literally shutting everything down. This weekend there will be no Soriana, there will be no Chedraui, there will be nothing, no HEB, nothing. Everything this weekend in Matamoros shut down, and Reynosa.
Meanwhile, we'll have a line outside of Sam's.
Yeah, and we'll have lines at Sam's, and we'll have las viejas fodongas in Walmart with 5 huercos para arriba y para abajo, no face covering, grabbing everything, con la pelucita and el belly button showing it all. It's not going to happen, but they are. Matamoros is shutting down everything. So if you wanted to go to Matamoros for Soriana and stuff, it's not happening. Hey, Shannon, saying hi to Ryan. Oh my God, did you hear about the new flu from pigs? Not again. They're assuming. I heard about some other stuff. But right now, guys, I think everyone's tripping enough with COVID-19 or COVID-16, COVID-10. Exactly, Ryan. F Corona! Teachers are sacrificial. And see, this is what bothers me, Ryan. This is what bothers me. Like, it's all for them. It's just an experiment. Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Screw you. Let's see what happens. You know, screw you. Let's see what happens. Yo, you stupid. I mean, and then they go, well, you know, and I'm not even joking, man. Look at the stupidity that Minerva is out there posting. The stupidity. She's the stupidest individual in politics or person. That's what I've listened to. Well, that's not it. Where are you? Oh, I've listened to the Brown is doing very great. It's the flu, like the flu. People die from the flu every year. It's a bacteria, not a virus. This is the president of the BISD school board. People are not dying from the coronavirus. Doctors at the hospital are claiming the deaths are corona-related in order to collect $30,000. If the death is not corona-related, they do not get the $30,000. It's all about the money. This is the president of the school board. This is how stupid she is. The coronavirus pandemic is politically motivated and will disappear as soon as the presidential election is over in November. You stupid piece of trash. They are sacrificing us into staying home. O sea que we, the city of Brownsville, they're sacrificing staying at home in order to suppress our immune system. Are you stupid? What flows through that matter that you call a brain, you idiot?
I need way less conspiracy theory and way more leadership from her.
You know what? They should just completely find a way to, cut off her vocal cords or something so she won't speak or send message or type. I believe the clarification is needed in order to unify the city and work and bring the end to this pandemic. Imbecile.
Well, I mean, this just goes to show you. I mean, like, our board is not acting ethically in any way, right? I mean, is this a good transition into like communication with somebody? So, there's a complete lack of leadership and ethics, right? When you have somebody who is spouting off information that is nothing more than conspiracy, it doesn't even reach conjecture at any point, right? That tells you that person at no point thinks about the kids in those seats in those schools, right? At all. I mean, she's the one kind of spearheading this whole la hoax, right? This is all a hoax, but it's worrisome. It's something that should let the voters of this city know that there's something wrong. And I'm not saying like, oh, there's mental illness. I'm saying there's something wrong with the point of view that is being expressed.
Let me tell you, she's so easily manipulated. So I can easily see, why she would be watching these YouTube videos about these nuts. They're saying that it's a bacteria. It's a bacteria. Yeah. It's not what they're saying. Yeah, and she'll believe. She's so gullible. Well, look at what happened with Sylvia. I mean, Sylvia did what she did to the district and to our students by stealing millions and millions of dollars because she easily manipulated this imbecile to do exactly what she wanted to do. She had her file police reports against me. She had her sick the attorney out there to go push something over to Homeland Security. I was trying to drag in students and have sex with students in cars. You idiot, stupid woman. But and I want to talk about 2 points, Ryan. And the first one that we're going to talk about is what came out in the newspaper yesterday. It was confirmation for anyone out there that had any doubt of what I have been saying for months. She controls every single individual on that board. She controls them. She communicates with them. The last communication that she had with them was during the meeting this past Tuesday, during the meeting on the 23rd. While some of us were out there protesting for our teachers and our students, we were concerned about the safety of our students and of our teachers. While we were doing that, Sylvia was texting, calling, and emailing the board and the superintendent. Ryan, what's your take on it?
My take, I think everybody on that board who's had any type of correspondence with her, is opening themselves up to litigation. Right, it's about to happen. I think that all of their decision making should be questioned now. Right, where is this choice being made? Who is manipulating them? Everything should be questioned. Nothing should be taken at face value. Everything should be questioned. It shows a severe lack of ethics, like I've said before. It is worrisome. This community needs to understand that what they decided to do, they made the choice to continue to talk to and communicate with somebody who is being federally investigated. It's like, it's not, and I don't mean to downplay, it's not a city thing, it's not a county thing, it's not state, it's federal, huge. So as soon as those public information requests get filled, because they haven't been filled, I think since March is what the paper said, there are going to be some bombshells, right? And especially if they're not keeping copies of the correspondence like they're supposed to now, there are going to be severe consequences for all of those involved. I'm sure everyone is kind of biding their time because they know BISD is trying their best to get their work done for the people there, trying to fill those requests. I know it's hard, right? But once everything comes out, I think we are going to have a shit show on our hands.
Oh, I think so too. But part of the problem, and people need to understand, and I understand, Harold, someone was asking me, Erasmo, are you going to submit an open records request for the emails? I'm not even going to, because actually what's going to happen is that they're going to be part of an investigation, an ongoing investigation.
So they can't release them.
So they cannot release them. But let me tell you, every single one of those board members has been subpoenaed to, before the court, except for Philip. And again, I have, I've had my ins and outs with Philip in regards to many things. But I will say, anyone could ask me, do I believe that flip-flopping Philip was actually a part in cahoots with Sylvia to make her money? No. Do I think that Minerva, Prissy, Drew, and Laura had communications with her in regards to some things that were not proper? 100%.
Yeah, and like it frustrates me so much because there's somebody that I voted for on that board who I really thought was going to kind of make change, be that stalwart, for the kids, and I'm just like, I'm heartbroken. It's horrible. It bugs me so much, like to my core, that I feel as though I was like hoodwinked, right? I was tricked, and to see people get greedy and take advantage and just fall for that, it bugs the hell out of me.
Someone asked in regards to disinfecting the classroom, how often do you think that they should be disinfected? I tell you, it shouldn't get to that. They should be disinfected now and left alone, and no one go back on them. So it shouldn't be. Now, if you're asking me, how many times should it be disinfected when we have students and teachers out there? Every hour?
Sure.
Goodness gracious, guys. It's going to be one of the biggest mistakes that our leadership here in the city will ever do. And let me tell you, I'll be out here calling it out day by day, because again, I mean, they provide enough material for me to be out here like more than an hour and a half, 2 hours a night. Unfortunately, and someone that said, "Hey, well, the reason we started doing these shows was because we were in quarantine, we were like shut down, and we wanted something to do. Plus, we found it a way to keep individuals informed. But guys,
Mhm.
I would love to come on here and say, hey, the Laramie project that which was amazing performance. The time that was able to be there to watch it. I want to report great things, but people in leadership need to start doing great things. Can the mayor close down the buildings again, like they did with the whole dilemma was about school? I've had the conversations with the mayor, and we are going to have further conversations, I hope, with the mayor, the city commission, in regards to what can be done in regards to us as a city, because BISD could shout, yell, scream, do backflips. Ultimately, they are endangering our community as a whole, not just our students. They're endangering everyone. And the proof is they they already experimented with our students, Ryan. They
Yeah.
already experimented with our students, and guess what? They failed. They failed. And so I wanted to answer that question. They failed. They failed miserably, miserably. And anyone that wants to say the contrary, go ahead. What's up with the colleges? Todavía no dicen nada. Colleges are going to be, well, again, it might change because it was at 40%, of their
Capacity.
but we don't know yet. Going back into Sylvia's thing, guys, yesterday's thing was very, very telling. She continues to have communications with the board. She continues to have communications with the superintendent. She's giving directive in regards to the budget. Now, I spoke. I don't know if I mentioned this online, but I think I did. But I did. I did say, guys, this is just her and her manipulative ways. This is what she does. I've been studying her for years. Let me tell you, Ryan. She and people say, "Oh, you no." Let me tell you, she's a genius. Sylvia Atkinson is a genius, a genius. And I'm not even joking. I'm not screaming, yelling. Guys, you have to respect genius. She is devious. She's a genius. So they did that yesterday, and I told some people yesterday. I said, no, guys, she's throwing them under the bus. She's throwing Prissy. She's throwing Laura. She's throwing Drew. She's throwing Minerva under the bus. Little Eddie is just pathetic. He's nothing. No one throws him a bone because of no consequence. And Philip, I know for a fact that Philip, I truly believe Philip was not involved in those illegalities. Philip wouldn't do that. Philip has other faults. I mean, I'm not giving him a pass. Philip has other faults. But in regards to communication with Sylvia, no. Sylvia, the only people that were on that board that did not get subpoenaed were Philip Cowan and myself. I did not get subpoenaed. And I didn't get subpoenaed because I didn't ever have any conversations with her in regards to illegalities, because I never stole a dollar from my students. Ever. Ever. They could accuse me of falling asleep at Whataburger every day of the week and twice on Sunday. You could accuse me of DWI every day of the week and twice on Sunday. I did not steal from my people. Ever. Did not take a dime. Well, today, Brian, I don't know if you saw it. She put us up a post.
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh, let me read it to you. A heartfelt thank you and hugs to those who have reached out to me to offer their continued support. For months, we have waited to address these allegations in federal court. As we are now 6 weeks away, my attorneys reiterated my innocence at yesterday's hearing. Okay. Back in December, check this out, Ryan. This is the good part. Back in December, guys, listen. I voluntarily decided not to attend board meetings during the pendency of my trial. It's not true. It was not voluntary, but okay, that's fine. She wants to put up this little face, and we had elected officials on there cheering her on. Elected officials. Dr. Zavaleta, I'm surprised, sir. I'm surprised. I have too much respect for you, Professor. Too much respect for you. Do you be going and cheering this woman on after what she did to my kids? What she did to this district, sir? Not a good sign. Anyway, again, I don't hide anything. However, due to the numerous delays, this has been extended far more than expected. I have remained supportive, this part, and have been honored to have my input sought by the people with BISD on various issues over the last several months. What does that tell you, Ryan?
Well, she's changing the narrative, right? I mean, as soon as this comes out, and says, "Hey, you know what?" She's talking to everybody. Oh, you know what? It was actually people needed my help. People definitely needed my help. No, that's no, gross. No,
Ryan, she's throwing them under the bus because what she's doing is saying, "No, I wasn't communicating with them. Minerva, Prisi, Drew, Laura, and the superintendent, they were communicating with me. They sought my help. They sought my assistance. They sought my counsel. They sought my opinion. And you know what? They did. They did communicate with her because she's a genius. She has this way of making people believe that it's their idea. She has a way of, because if you go back and anyone out there that's followed the meetings, just look at her meetings, guys. She has a way of making other people do something, and she'll like be in the back, like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. So with all the deals that she made out there, and look at the one that she's being indicted for, the movie deal. If you notice the movie deal, I mean, a lot of us were calling out on it. And she was going like, the only time she intervened was when she thought that individuals were going to vote no. But usually she's just like, well, I'm going to be all for it. If y'all are for it, then I'm for it. When it was her idea. It was her, the one that was writing the emails to the superintendent, the interim superintendent. When it was her telling the undercover federal agent what to say, what not to say. It was her. It was her. But she was like, well, if that's what you want, Minerva, if you think that's a great idea, I mean, I'll support you, Minerva. But it was her. She's a freaking genius, a mastermind. Stay safe. I love you, man. They get funds based on each death, 35,000. I don't know. I don't think so. Weren't they going to use the doctor's hospital for patients with COVID? No, we actually asked the mayor this morning, and the mayor let us know that that was privately owned. It was privately owned. Again, there's a lot of property out there that is not being used. This district should be out there very forthcoming. Why doesn't the district provide one of those schools that it closed down? We closed down 3 schools,
Resaca,
Longoria, and Victoria Heights. Hey guys, use one of the schools as a clinic, as a makeshift hospital. I mean, it's got the classrooms where you could separate individuals. These are older classrooms. So, after using them, burn them to the ground. And build another campus or build another building or do what you need to do. But we have space, guys. We just have to find it. Go look for it. One question, Cheese. Mándame, Martinez. I'm waiting. Everyone home, pero que BISD corte el zacate porque ya parece monte. It's very true. And actually, they told me that the school out there at the one that we mentioned, the one in Military Highway, the elementary, Villaverde,
Villanueva.
Villanueva.
Yeah, Villanueva.
Villaverde is my barrio. Villanueva, after we posted the picture, they went and cut the grass. So again, guys, send me the pictures of the schools you need the grass cut, and I'm sure that Rene will send the people to go cut it. Better you get some education than no education, losing a teacher to COVID. Well, see, that's my concern. This is my cousin David, Ryan.
Yeah,
this is my concern. And it's a lot of people's concern. It's my concern because people's concern. So what's going to happen if you're out there in your classroom? The superintendent already said that he can have up to 22 students in a classroom. He said that. So what happens, Ryan, if you're in your classroom, you've got your 22 students at BISD, and all of a sudden, one of your students came out positive in that classroom. Are you going to 14-day the entire class?
Right, and teacher included.
Teacher included, and then plus 14-day everyone that they came into contact with. When does it stop? You as a parent, Ryan, would you feel comfortable sending your students into classrooms where superintendents and board members have already experimented and failed?
Right. We have my daughter's going to be going in 2nd grade pretty soon, and we're having some difficult conversations, those tough conversations where it's like, well, what are we going to do? We're lucky. We have both sets of grandparents that can watch watch our daughter or our son, but not everybody has that. Like it's difficult to find childcare. And then do you even have this set up at their home for internet, for distance learning? No, it's there are so many variables, right, that are going to get in the way. But I feel way more comfortable keeping her home than having her go into a classroom wearing a face shield, wearing a face mask. And I know those things are necessary, but I don't know about the other kids. I don't know about the other parents' beliefs. If I would hate to, it's bound to happen. You're going to have a classroom filled with different kids and and parents who have different ideas, right? Different ideologies. You're going to have some people that are going to believe that, hey, this is going to go all the way after the election in November, and we don't have to worry. And you know what, mijo, mija, you don't even have to wear a mask. Don't even worry about it. And I'll tell that teacher, I'll tell them something. They don't know. They don't know any better. Those are the things that David knows. David's had kids. I've taught. David, we actually went to high school together, and we know that these kids are going to come from different backgrounds, and dealing with all of that. I'm sorry, BISD at 22 kids a room, and you need to have them 6 feet apart. Unless you're teaching in the cafeteria, you're teaching in the gym, there's not enough room for those children at all.
At all. It's impossible. And again, guys, Tracy, please, Tracy, come get some damn cookies, Tracy. Love you, Tracy. Congratulations on picking Manny. Manny's a great guy. County gets funds for COVID as long as they have active cases over a number. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it, man. And again, you're talking to the guy that, stays on top of corruption here in the valley. I'm the guy that brought you Barbacoa Gate. Come on, guys. I was the one that reported Barbacoa Gate, and I called them out like a crazy man. I was the one that one of the individuals that actually went to report Sylvia's illegalities and their stupidity. I'm the guy that was out here yelling and screaming about PUB, Tenasca, and everything. You think I wouldn't be out there yelling and screaming about the county fudging up the numbers to get more cash to put in their pockets? I'm sorry, guys. I'd be the first one out there, and I'm not. The second wave will come in a while, and the first one is still going to rage. It's going to be crazy. What about Sylvia? I'm sorry. I know I'm bad on the comments tonight. It's just there's too many. Saludos para Rivera. Rivera Pandas all the way. Rivera Raiders. Where's Frankie? Frankie's trying to sell some cookies, guys. School will open in January because they will not have enough time to prep for start tests. And let me tell you guys, that's another thing that I think is so stupid. And I'm going to tell Greggy this Saturday. I'm going to speak to Greg Abbott on Saturday. I'm going to tell him, Greggy, stop your crap. Stop your crap. Stop all this STARS testing. Yeah, it's over. It's done. It's ineffective. Yeah, throw it to the side.
There's too much money tied up in all that, in testing and educational publishing. Way too much money tied up. So the kids have to take it.
But God, come on, man. To teach to the test. Like, guys, I'm so tired of all this crap. The way people are acting, the virus is not going away. January will get here and the virus will still be here. And I understand, Mike, but at least it gives us a little bit more time to prepare in some way, shape, form, or other.
We don't want 6 more months of research and learning. Why not?
Yeah, man. You want it. It's like, hey, we got this trial medication. Do you want to take it now, or you want to take it in 3 months when we'll know if it's going to kill you or not? I'll take it in 3 months. Guys, just wait. PUB, they're horrible. They're horrible. They still haven't returned any of our money. And then let me tell you, they're going to hit you hard. Hey, Randy, saludos. Saludos, Erasmo, desde Trozon. I don't know what that is. So where is that, Trozon? I hope I didn't say something I shouldn't have said. Why doesn't Judge Eddie Trevino go to your show like our wonderful mayor? Judge Eddie Trevino is very, 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 very busy. And again, I know Mayor Mendez is very busy as well. Mayor Mendez, wants to reach the people of Brownsville. So it's easier for him to come to on a show that's for Brownsville. Eddie Trevino has a whole county. And, again, man, my hat's off to them both. They have their hands full, and they're not getting any. I don't think they're getting enough help from their commissioners, from our commissioners. So that's my take. Are the fireworks stands going to open? I don't know. I doubt it. Maybe.
So
have you seen
no. So for the last
they are open.
for the last 4 years, I've been helping my uncle in Harlingen at Alamo. This year he's not running it, and so a lot of us aren't going to work. But I know I got an email from Alamo Fireworks. They're trying to do like a curbside service. I know that for sure. I don't know about Mr. G's though.
Great. Daniel Boo. Hey, Daniel. Daniel's an old friend of mine. Cameron County is 2 square miles larger than the county I live in, and we have 283 cases. Brownsville has 200 plus. And let me tell you, see, this is the issue. Like for counties like the one that Daniel's at, I understand opening up a little bit quicker, and going a little bit faster through those phases, but not Brownsville. We are in trouble, and the hospitals know it. The medical professionals know it. The mayor knows it. The only ones that don't know it are the school board and the stupid superintendent. But everybody else that and what surprises me, Ryan, is that these elected officials, they get information 10 times more information than we do.
Yeah.
I mean, and I speak to the mayor regularly, and I love the mayor. I mean, I'm not going to hide away from it. I love them, and I get some slack from it. Some people are like, okay. They even put a picture of me like cooing over the mayor with little hearts, like, oh, the mayor. It's a cool picture, but it's legal. And anyway, but what I'm trying to say is that I mean, they've done a good job. They've been out there for the community. They've helped out. They've tried to do, and even in the conversations that I have with him, I sort of sense that there's some things that he's not even telling me, and I understand that. There's a lot of things that I guess they cannot share. But what I'm trying to say is that these individuals, they have the information, Ryan. I mean, they are in communication with the CEOs from the hospitals, on a daily basis. The mayor's made mention of it. They have all the information. And with all this information, we still have a stupid board with a stupid board president with an ignorant $400,000 a year, yearly new extended contract superintendent who still don't get it. How is that even possible? Man?
I don't know. I don't know. Whenever I talk to doctors, I tend to believe them, or experts. Like with the information, with the schooling I don't have, an area I don't know anything about. I don't have either the arrogance to just like say, you know what? I think I need to watch a YouTube video and I'll learn more. Right? No.
Ernie, be good, Ernie. Well, the two goats. Hey, Brian! Said some Dodgers in the house. Oh, yes, it's them. My brain is talking that. Well, and again, these guys are making the big money, Ryan. I mean, they're getting hundreds of $1,000s a year. The superintendent just got an extension to his contract. And these were the individuals that were trying to go like, oh, but you hear about the CEO? The CEO from IDEA over there? I mean, he got, a big old parachute, $900,000. And, guys, why do you focus on individuals that are over there when right here in front of you, you got someone that's ripping you off for $400,000 a year? Goodness gracious. And and it's nothing. I'm not beholden to IDEA either. I don't think a lot of people by IDEA administration, they like me very much, but but goodness gracious, why focus on what I don't even know the guy's name, whatever his guy's name over there, got the golden parachute, more power to him.
Torkelson. Yeah.
Whatever his name was. But goodness gracious, put that same energy and calling out the one that you have here. Yeah. Here. Right here, the one that you can actually hold accountable to. You can hold him accountable. No one. I mean, did you see any protests out there because the stupid school board, they increased his contract by a year? I mean, Ryan, what has he done? Ryan, you're on the outsides.
Yeah.
What has he done to benefit this district?
I don't know. I have no clue. Right. Everything that's been done, the decisions that have been made, to make, schools, early college, high schools, that was done, a while back, I have not heard anything. And, working at IDEA, I mean, there is healthy competition between us and BISD and, any other school districts. And we tend to hear, oh, this school did this or this school did that. My wife works in Harlingen, so, I get to hear about the things they're doing, starting an IB program at elementary, doing a language academy at a middle school where they can learn like 70 different languages. Those are things I hear, and that's 20 minutes, 30 minutes up the road. But at BISD, I don't hear anything. All I hear is like, oh, well, we're better than IDEA. Okay, cool. But like, what has happened? What changes have taken place, right? And I don't usually hear much.
It's very unfortunate. Again, especially when teachers were out there, asking for a couple extra dollars in their pockets in regards to a raise.
Mm-hmm.
They were told no by this board, and then of course, and my friends here that they know, they did a little circus out there, little Eddie Minerva. Well, we want to give them $2,000. It was just a play, man. They played the game. And and what really trips me out, there's some people out there that actually buy their bull crap. How could you buy their bull crap? They're selling you crap and you're buying it by the cartload, guys. Goodness gracious. That is why we continuously get screwed over in this town. It's like all these people out there sending cheers to Sylvia. Oh, Sylvia, yes. Keep on fighting, Sylvia. Keep on fighting. No, you know what you should be telling her? You shouldn't be telling her to keep on fighting. Tell her to stop stealing my kids' money.
Yeah.
Idiots. Stop stealing our money and our resources, you fool, idiot. Vote in November. Amen, Kenya. San Antonio's numbers are so bad. 1268. 1268. Yesterday, 650. Sunday, 495. Saturday, 795. I mean, look at, and Ryan, I see like the little trend. It's going this way. Like this. That's what's happening in San Antonio. That's what's happening to Hidalgo. This is what's happening to Cameron County. And it's all the 20-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, young kids. Happy birthday, Grandpa Michael. I think that's okay. I'm curious, where did it say that she not have contact with the board or district? Actually, it's not, and I'll tell you what. I'll explain what happened because I know what happened. If you remember correctly, as soon as she was arrested on Tuesday, on Friday, they had a groundbreaking ceremony at Hannah, and we already knew that she had been told that she was to have no contact. It was actually on the first orders. So if you go back to December, Lolo, you'll find the first order that says you are to have no contact with the victim or co-conspirators. Well, the victims were the district and the co-conspirators were the board members. She was ordered not to have any contact with them. Well, then she goes and she shows up for the groundbreaking ceremony. Well, guess what? She gets called back into court on Monday, right after she got arrested. And the judge told her, ma'am, what part did you not understand? If you go back and you have communications, you're going to get arrested. I mean, literally read her the book. Now, why are her attorneys using this now in regards to saying, well, and again, because she's throwing them under the bus. And I'm pretty excited because Minerva is going to be thrown under the bus. Although it's got to be a big bus because, it's kind of hard to run over that pinguina. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And then reverse. Boom, 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 boom. And then back again. Boom, 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 boom. And then run over again. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm just thinking of like, okay, even though it did say, even if it said she shouldn't have any contact with the board, shouldn't any board member understand, hey puppy, shouldn't any board member understand that she's essentially radioactive at that point, right? Like no one's going into like self-preservation mode, nothing, like no one's thinking about that, right? And to have those allegations leveled against you, I mean, who in their right mind wouldn't start distancing themselves?
Do you think the FBI sees your program? I'm sorry. Oh, yes. Look, the FBI sees this program. I'm going to almost guarantee the FBI has my phone tapped, has every other board member's phone tapped on there. I mean, I'm not joking or anything. I believe it. But again, it's a smart thing to do because it is one way to prove that who has anything to do with this woman who is part of the corruption. And let me tell you guys, I have nothing to fear whatsoever. That's why whenever they came out with the accusations of Erasmus having sex with a student in a car, Erasmus out there trying to, to have students this and all this bull crap, I faced it head on and I called it out directly, publicly, and I called them stupid. I called them liars because you know what? I have nothing to hide. All those allegations that they made to the Brownsville Police Department, all the allegations that they made to Homeland Security, all the allegations they say about, oh, okay, this, or, there's nothing there because it did not happen. It is not happening. It will never happen because it's not true. But again, something that I mentioned today, Ryan, this is what Sylvia is an expert in. You know, guys, it's the divide and conquer. The divide and conquer. Because she used to go to Minerva and go, Minerva, Erasmo's talking bad about you, Minerva. And I tried to defend you, but you know how he is. And he gets on social media and Minerva, he hates you, Minerva. And Minerva, of course, she believes anything Sylvia told her. And then she would go to Drew and Priest, Erasmo just hates us, and divides and conquer. Well, she does that with everyone. She does that with everything. And look, let me tell you guys, part of the problem is, again, I have nothing to hide. You could go Google search my record, and I've already shared my record, my 2 bounce checks, passing a forged document back in the 1992. I mean, the DWI, I think almost everyone in Brownsville knows about that one. I have nothing to hide. Nothing to hide. And what is there is already out there. It's been shared tens of thousands of times because let me tell you, once they put up any news article about Erasmo, it makes the front page. But you know who doesn't make the front page? Sylvia doesn't make the front page. Look at the Herald. I didn't see Sylvia on top of the Herald today. I don't buy it. I don't buy the Herald because it's a piece of trash. Except yesterday, they did a great job. They did a great job yesterday. So yesterday, I gave them an A. An A. Yesterday, I gave them an A. Okay, figure it out. There. Shish. Yesterday, I gave them an A. But they're still a piece of trash. But I gave them an A yesterday. Because there's no front page of Sylvia today. I don't know where it was at. Can someone tell me where it was at? Maybe it was the bottom part. But, I saw it through those little bins or something. But again, divide and conquer. This is what I'm getting at. Look, guys. We, the people in this community, Ryan, and you're part of the people. I'll invite you.
Thank you.
We, the people in the city of Brownsville, have the power to end corruption at every level here in the city. And I'm talking about BISD. I'm talking about the city commission because let me tell you, most of the city commissioners shouldn't be there. I'm talking about county. I'm even going to say, guys, we could replace our state representatives, and we can replace our state senator if we would all unite. But you know what they do? All these elected officials, they divide us because they have us fight amongst each other. It's like the Republican and the Democrat bullcrap. They're all the same, guys. There's no Republicans, there's no Democrats. They're all the same. They're all worthless. Stop voting for the party, vote for the platform because they want to see us like this. That's why in the city of Brownsville, for so many years, Ryan, we had 8 to 10% voter turnout.
Yeah,
because they didn't care. The corrupt county elected officials, the corrupt board members, the corrupt city commissioners, they didn't want the voter turnout to increase. They didn't because then they lost control. Because when they have 8 to 10% of the people going out there and vote, their base that will vote for them just because they're them, they'll win every election. We stood no chance. The only time that changed is when I won my election. It's the only time that's happened. Because let me tell you guys, these people run their campaigns with tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars that are given to them by special interests. And again, the state representatives are friends of mine. Look at their campaign finance report, Eddie. Sorry, Eddie. Eddie, Alex, and the other Eddie. Ryan, all you have to do is look at their campaign finance report. And you know what you're going to find? You're going to find donors
big donors.
Yeah. Donors from Dallas, donors from San Antonio, donors from Washington, from, special interest everywhere. So what does that mean, Ryan?
Just tells us, there's a lot more at play in Brownsville, right? Who are those people donating? What interest do they have? And I mean, you can start. I mean, by the time you see it, it's too late, right? Like you see who donated and what's being put forth and what passes, and you start connecting dots, right? But there's a lot more going on in our town, in our area, in the county, than a lot of us are even privy to. You know,
Well, let me tell you guys again. That is why, look, I do cookies.
buy the cookies.
Pick up the damn cookie, bro. Because again, I'm not going to accept money from a vendor. I'm not going to accept money from a vendor. I'm going to take money from my family members and from my friends. I will take your money. If you are my family member and you are my friend, I will take your money. I'm not going to take money from vendors. And I'm going to call out anyone, and I will show you here live their campaign finance report. I'm going to call out anyone that takes money from vendors. I mean, look at Prisi, guys. Look at Prisi. Look at Prisi's report. $18,355. $18,355. It's on the report from vendors. The same vendor that billed BISD $8 million. $8 to $9 million, Ryan. The same ones that they try to get on to TSC. It's in the reports, guys. And then, well, you know what? Let me pay back my family members. Let me pay them back with $1,600, $1,600, $3,081, which is $1,666, and another $1,666. So, did the family members actually get this money? I mean, there's a doctor on here. She brags about a family member that's a doctor. Did they get $1,666, or did she just wash the money? She just put this money into her pocket and got herself a new BMW. Guys, it's in the campaign finance reports. Now, let me tell you something about campaign finance reports, Ryan. I've been in a couple of races. If she has that she received $18,355 on the report, guess what? She probably received 3 times that much.
Sure.
3 times that much. Because that's what they do. Again, guys, with me, because they were saying, well, Erasmo, I don't think you reported everything. I said, I had nothing. I had nothing to report. I didn't do any mail outs. And the mail outs cost $4,000 to $5,000. Not one mail out. I didn't put any advertising on the stupid Brownsville Herald. And that's another $4,000. Not a one article on there. I did nothing. I had no block walkers. I had no phone bankers. Nothing. I had 100 signs. 100 signs out there. And I divided them by 40 of the 4x8s and 40 of the 4x4s, and the rest were small signs. That's what I had. And that was, and I still know the price. That was $2,600. That's all I had. I had some cachuchas made. I had some bumper stickers made. That's it. And some window things. That's it. I didn't spend more than $4,000. I remember it was $3,500. I didn't spend but $4,000. She got $8,000. $8,000 from Ron McVeigh. $8,000 right there. One donation. And then in the same report, she got another $4,000 from that one vendor. This is the same vendor that she got $18,355. So that one donation of $4,000, I could have run a campaign with.
Wow.
With the $18,000 that she received, I could have ran 5 campaigns. My math is pretty bad. But 5 campaigns. 5 campaigns. And that's why. Guys, when candidates receive monies from vendors or from special interest groups, your students, your children lose. Your teachers, you lose. Diagnosticians, counselors, librarians, you lose.
So, quick question:
Yeah.
how soon are those campaign finance reports available to the public? Are they available before the election takes place?
Yes, they are definitely available. Yeah, we are supposed to bring the first one out. I would say 30 days before the start of sorry, but anyway, there's two reports before the election that come out, and let me tell you, I'm going to be posting them. I'm going to be posting them on everyone, and not only BISD guys. I'm going to do it from now on every single election, city elections, everything. I want you informed, and I want you to hear it from me first. I'm going to throw out the information. Saludos, Audi. Love you. But I'm going to throw everything out. No, Hugo. Osa la Rosa. How true is it that we'll send the National Guard to the streets? Not to the streets, but the National Guard is already here. Adolf Hitler was a genius. Yeah, I know. Every district that she has worked in, she has screwed over. I hope Rio Hondo also filed charges against her. Didn't she steal from them too? Yeah, and that's part of this lawsuit. But again, it's out of the Rio Hondo's hands. It's now a federal case, so it's great. Maybe she has schizophrenia. No, she's a genius. Sylvia, you're not innocent. She's not innocent. How convenient for her to have suddenly found all this faith. Oh yes, geez. And then Mary told him, yes, no weapon formed against you will ever prosper. Shut up. Shut up. Well, the weapon. Yeah, muy santos. Ahora sí, mucha iglesia, imbécil. Give us back our money! Stupids. ¿Qué rollito con el pollito, mi Jesús? Love you, man. That Atkinson voodoo didn't work with you or me at Erasmo. Bro, let me tell you, bro. I am not. Breaking news, guys. The Senate voted to extend a small business relief program for 5 more weeks. The measure will go to the House next. Awesome. We're going to get more details in the morning in regards to it, I'm sure. But that's great news. I appreciate getting my teleprompter here, giving me the information as it comes in. She orchestrated a RICO case against the board. Let me tell you, the board, if they thought that they were done with Sylvia Atkinson, she's not going down without taking them with her, man. Oh my goodness, Minerva, you are so stupid. Drew, you idiot. You think people don't know that you're still meeting with her, being that she lives right there next to you? You think that people don't know that y'all are meeting with no phone? Stop being stupid, Drew. That's my barrio, Villa Verde. I live on Roosevelt. Hey, my man. She like Dr. Lecter from the Science of the Lambs. She could eat all of some parts of Minerva's body really well. 22 students. It is crazy. COVID is like glitter. It's everywhere when you're carrying. And I love glitter. I love shiny stuff. I like glitter. Atkinson is so arrogant that she has the confidence to communicate with the board members. She has been so corrupt since her days at Pace High School. Well, let me tell you, she actually says that they contacted her and they were asking for her advice. And you know what? They did. They were trying to get their story straight. And you know what? You know what, Ryan? They probably trusted her when she told them, I'm not going to involve you guys. I'm going to take a hit for you all. Stop being stupid, Drew. Stop being stupid, Prissy. Minerva, Laura, it's coming. My concern is that we all agree that it's a bad idea where they will have the students and teachers going back to school. My question is, will anything be done before teachers and students go to the slaughterhouse? Manny, the answer is no. No, because they don't listen to the school associations. They don't listen to the teachers. They don't listen to anyone. What you can do, Manny, is help us in November take back the board. And what the new board needs to do is end going on to campuses immediately. End it. Put a stop to this madness. That's what the new board needs to do, Manny. So, Manny, we need your help. We need all my students' help, all my teachers' help. And again, guys, it's time. Face masks that vote for Erasmo. Actually, they made me some earlier, but I thought, actually, this is what's trippy, Ryan. I actually thought that because I had someone told me, "Hey man, go make some face masks with Erasmo on it," and I thought, you know what, this is going to blow over pretty soon. And then when the governor said, hey, it's not mandated, I thought, yeah, you see, now it's like, oh, I should have had them made. What cookies? Now I want cookies. Cookies for donations. Even if students don't attend and teachers go, and they are, yeah. See, that's part of the problem, Ryan. What they're planning to do is, let's say 50% of the students don't go. Let's say 75% of the students don't go to the class. Teachers still have to go because they don't want the teachers doing homeschooling or distant learning from their home. They want teachers doing the distant learning on campus. Stupid. But you know what it is, Ryan? It's, you know, it's like a lack of trust towards the teachers. It's like if they weren't professional enough to say, hey, I'm going to put in my 6-8 hours during the day, which no teacher does anyway. I mean, teachers work excess of,
More.
yes, an
Yeah.
excess of 6 or 8 hours a day, man. And you know what, Ryan? I know this because I've seen it. I visited classrooms, I've talked to teachers, I converse with them regularly, and I know the hard work that a lot of our staff at our schools do. Our food service, our custodians, our teachers, our counselors, our diagnosticians, our speds, everything. They don't. And they don't care. That's what's worse. They just don't care. Many teachers also share classrooms with other teachers simultaneously. That's crazy. PSI texts and emails are being sent saying that you have been exposed to someone, but this is a public code. I do not believe it. I'm not getting any text. You admit you're a victim, and I will tell you what you need to know. Charlie, get off the meds, Charlie. The legal and the illegal ones. Love you, Charlie. 10K, Charlie. 10K movie deal. Charlie is making weak comebacks. Let me tell you, Charlie Atkinson. Charlie Atkinson needs to be concerned because he knows that the only reason he got his job was because his sister pushed him forward, and the coaches know that. The coaches know. Coaches know that he was hired without being certified. Knows that he moved up. That's the only reason he moved up. That's it. That's it. So it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. You know that there are real victims out there, like the students at BISD. No lame. You touched Olivo Frankie. Maybe not Charlie. I go Charlie. You need to stop before you continuously get yourself and your sister into more trouble. Charlie, get off the meds. Erasmo, ya son las 10:35. Oh, I did not know it was that late. What coaches? All the coaches, Charlie. All the coaches know exactly who put you as a coach at Rivera. But Charlie, don't worry, Charlie. It's all coming to an end for you all. All the Atkinsons, Mary Tolman, Sandra Powers, all y'all that got raised up the ladder just because she was your sister. It's all coming to an end because she's going down. She's guilty as sin. You know it. Your family knows it. They all know it. And Charlie, we'll see. We'll see in November what happens. You imbecile idiot. Glitter is the herpes of the craft road. You can never get rid of it. Love it. Love it. Guys, Ryan, any last words for people out there? Oh, shoot. That's right. The curfew.
Get home. Stay safe. Stay safe. Keep everything covered. Stay home, guys. Take care of your families. And remember in November.
Remember in November, guys. And again, to all my teachers out there, BISD teachers, my IDEA teachers, my Harmony teachers, my Jubilee teachers. I didn't want to miss anyone out. Guys, I need your help. We need your help. And, it's not a BISD thing. It's not an Erasmo Castro thing. It's our community thing. Because believe it or not, guys, you still pay taxes to BISD. It's a community thing. And we need to make them pay. We need to make them pay for everything that they've done to us, to our children, to our teachers, to our community. Ryan, thank you so much, man. I love you, man. And
Thank you.
thank you for coming on. Guys, stay safe, social distance, wear face coverings when out in public. Don't go out in case you need to. And be good to each other, please, and be good to me. God bless.